Bala, talking about some of the numbers that Rhythm just pointed out and the way we're looking at growth booming and per capita spending, what's that going to do to the consumption story? How big an opportunity do you see in India, especially at a time when we are seeing a little bit of uncertainty in the global context? Are we really going to be decoupled? Are we going to be immune to that? And are we going to see that boom coming in?
Just taken from what Rhythm said, I think India is fundamentally getting better in the sense that I think India is one country have gone through multiple challenges in the last so many number of years. I think if you look at the last 7-8 years of journey, I think we are preparing for the future in a manner that every policy initiative that is being taken by the government, either by the central level or the state level, is supporting actually the future growth of the country. You take right from the time demon happened, the entire digital awareness in the country went up. The UPI, which of course done a revolution in the banking systems, nowhere in the country has happened. Today, every citizen of the country is able to actually use the UPI platform for payment transfers in the country. Therefore, the entire country is getting connected so seamlessly, which naturally I think should lead to an increase in awareness. That awareness should lead to increase in consumption and so on and so forth. That's something fundamentally I think we are getting it better. Second is every policy initiatives are not short-term in nature. We are not doing any short-term fixing. Everything that we are doing actually is more intended towards building the future of India in a manner that whether it is a Make in India theme or whether it is a Digital India theme or even the ONDC platform which is coming in, which is the One Nation Digital Commerce Platform, which is again coming in, is going to connect the entire country, whether it is from the commerce point of view or from the customer point of view, is going to connect it. That's also in my view, fundamentally I think things are getting better for the future. And then the third is actually the 80% of the population lives in the rural India. I think if you travel around the rural India, though the dependence of the rural India is coming from the agriculture sector, the awareness about how agriculture sector can contribute to the GDP of the country, that's one. And second, how people can become, earn more money by remaining in the agriculture sector, not leaving the agriculture sector and go to the cities and migrate and so on and so forth, but continue to focus on agriculture sectors and increase your earnings from agriculture per hectare point of view or acre point of view, and yet have a peaceful living life. Which is nothing but rural India is getting connected by your roads and other things, also actually making the India to prosper, which ultimately should lead to the increase in consumptions. There is absolutely no issue on that. Second is the current problem that we are facing in the world market or something unique we can say probably for the world market, or they were not prepared for energy crisis. See, one we can of course blame the Russia-Ukraine crisis and so on and so forth. The fact of the matter is, the worldwide nobody was prepared for energy crisis price to go up so much because nobody has built their own capacity. India is one building capacity for themselves. So there was a time when Make in India was being created, there was some kind of criticism which came from the world market that why India should produce for themselves, they should produce for the world. The very fact that India is producing for themselves today, we are now becoming self-sufficient. I think this is going to actually make India look far better as we move forward because of the change in the culture. The last year of course is the population, as I mentioned about the young population. The new age which is coming in are no more dependent on work life. I think they will probably, the number of people actually choose to become an entrepreneur will be far higher than the people actually want to actually work in a place. Which has changed in the culture. The startup culture is changing in, that naturally is going to make people in every city of the country to become more richer. As a result of that, consumption as a theme will only go up. And currently of course if you look at the automobile sector, first time ever, all of us would be reading the newspaper. The waiting period of car has gone up from maybe 3 months to about 6 months, which I never seen in the past. Maybe I would have seen it maybe 20 years back when I was booking the scooters, where I wait for about 1 year period. Today we are seeing a waiting period. What does it mean? The demand is good, it's coming from rural India, semi-urban India. At the same time, the aspiration levels are rising. At the same time, money availability in the hands of people is also going up.